fly a lot.
A whole lot.
I'm talking
6 a.m.
red eye.
Flight attendants even know my name.
It's one thing to get all these miles.
I'm getting all these miles.
So where are they getting me?
It better be a place very awesome.
Really awesome.
I don't want to go to another state.
I want another hemisphere.
Milan, Greece, Rio de Janeiro.
Ooh, Maui.
Next time you fly, get a lot more airline on American Airlines.
I got Advantage miles on American.
American Airlines.
I've got worldwide advantage miles on American Airlines.
Sports Illustrated wants to know, who's your favorite NFL team?
Cowboys! J-E-T-S,
Show off your favorite team's colors with this exclusive offer from Sports Illustrated. Free with your paid subscription.
I can't believe it!
Start off with a long-sleeve t-shirt of your favorite NFL team. Pick a team, any team. The choice is yours.
The Bucks are my team, baby! Go Steelers! Let's go, Pats!
Call now and you'll also get another free gift from Sports Illustrated. This Wilson Mini Football with the logo of your favorite team.
Woo!
Both are free when you order 56 issues of Sports Illustrated for only $1.59 an issue. Save more than 50% off the cover price. When you use your credit card, you'll also get this free stadium blanket from the NFL team of your choice, free.
All this stuff for free? Thank you, SI.
Wear your team colors with pride with 3 great gifts, free from Sports Illustrated. Call now.
Thanks for sticking with us. We are back TFN. Right now, Valpo ahead 7-0. Now, last year in this championship, the University of Dayton spanked this MSU squad 28-0. Now, you know the lot of these returning seniors remember how that felt, and trust me, they do not want to feel that way again. It's that hit in the stomach feeling. So right now, you got to know that they've been thinking back to last year and trying to make sure it does not happen again. Back to you guys.
They're trying their hardest, Courtney, but that defense of Valparaiso is having a lot to do with what's happening. Daniel Morrison, again, looking for running room on the outside and not finding any on the first play of the second quarter here. Brad Smea knocking him out of bounds, and it's been a tough go, even though Morehead State has been able to move the chains. They had 100 yards of total offense in the first quarter, but 2 enormous turnovers. One, the fumble that was run back for a touchdown, and an interception, both of those coming deep in Valparaiso territory.
And Valpo was supposed to be a throwing team after the first quarter, had 0 passing yardage. None.
Mackey just 1 of 8. Right, that's not working for Valpo, but their defense is getting the job done. 3rd and 8 now for Morehead State that needs to call timeout. David Caudle saw something on that defense he didn't like, but I think he's seen a lot of things on the defense he hasn't liked. A look at some of the first quarter numbers will show some of what we were talking about. I think the one that's going to jump off the page, though,
Right there.
passing yardage 0 for Valpo's passing offense, but it's the 2 turnovers caused by the defense that has the Crusaders with the lead, 7-0.
You might be asking yourself, how can you be up 7-0 with 0 passing yards? Let me tell you, it's right here. 2 turnovers. That'll kill you faster than anything.
It's also interesting that both teams are running more than they're throwing at this point in the game. But please check out TFN's website, footballnetwork.com. We'll have in-depth information on your favorite teams, including a special section for 1AA fans. We'll also complement our fantasy football programming with even more content and analysis. Exercise your football gland online at footballnetwork.com. And the website, I can tell you, keeps getting better and better 1 week to the next.
Yeah, direct all complaint emails to Jerry Glanville.
I get
on any subject.
Any subject? Nice crowd here, considering the school is out.
They shut the dorms down.
Valparaiso students already out for Thanksgiving holidays. The dorms are shut down, as you mentioned, so very few students able to stay for this big game. Caudle up top looking for Del Sardo, and once again, the pass is overthrown. Chris Daniels and John Sejas on the coverage.
Well, what you see here, he's not really pressured, but watch him shuffle up towards the line of scrimmage. There's his play fake, and watch where he ends up. Then he'll move up a little bit. Oh,
he had lots of room.
Yeah.
And Del Sardo not deep enough, and once again, Morehead State will have to punt. Opening moments of the second quarter here, 7-0 Valparaiso, which has been fabulous on defense. Brad Smea standing around midfield, awaiting the punt of Aaron Charles, averaging over 39 yards a punt this season, end over end. It'll bounce And Smay is going to leave it alone. Take a big Morehead roll down to near the 40-yard line, but still the Crusaders will have pretty good field position.
It's always good to play on a short field. When you're backed up like that as a punt, you expect your punter to bang you out deep, get somewhere around the 30-yard line, push him back. Not a great punt there.
You know, Valparaiso, we talked a lot about how they love to throw the football. You know, they ran the option until last year. This is a group of kids that have made a dramatic change from an option to this high-octane passing offense. David Mackey from under center gives it to the big guy, Nick Reed, who bangs his way to about the 43-yard line, and then Morehead State stops his forward progress from there before the football cuts loose. Jermaine Wells, first man to hit him.
There's no easy yardage running up through there. This is a lead draw coming upside. Nick Reed was following the fullback. Good hitting, did you think?
Great hit, great hit. You can take a little extra one at the end there.
You need a little extra for big Nick Reed.
A little extra food.
He's the team's leading rusher on the season, averaging almost 5 yards a carry on the season. You can see it's tough to bring him down, but David Mackey, just 1 of 8, as you can see there. He's had a tough go in the early going of this football game. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7 from the 43, and again, it's Nick Reed. Off tackle, hit, gains a couple, but that'll be it. Maybe a yard on a carry. Charles Bird coming in from the corner to bring him down.
And the back, to his credit, he's not running where they call the play. What's happening is that there's no hole, so he immediately starts cutting her back, trying to find anything opposite where the play is supposed to go.
Now again, Mackey, at what point does it become a concern, Coach? He's not only the leading passer in the league, but he's the 3rd in all of 1AA in total offense and passing efficiency, and he's just not able to get on track. It looks like they obviously want to throw here. 4 wide receivers, and Mackey all alone in the shotgun. Here comes the blitz.
Comes Unger.
Mackey finds Giancola, close to a first down, hit it midfield. We'll see where his spot is. But Giancola coming underneath the coverage, Charles Bird bringing him down.
What a great job getting the ball off and making. They didn't get a first down, but that was good offense. I think they'll go for it here on 4th and 1. If it's less than a 1, I believe they'll go for it. I don't know if I'd do that being ahead in the game. We're ahead in the ball game.
At midfield, it certainly would give Morehead tremendous field position if they were not able to convert on the season as they talk it over, and you can see that Tom Horn has changed his mind. We're not going to go for it. They're going to punt it away.
He thought about it, but I saw he looked at the scoreboard and he said, hey, I'm ahead here. I'm ahead.
And look at Giancola cleaning off his helmet. Think there's a little sticking going on down there?
They played a punch safe on defense. They were looking for a fake.
And Del Sardo calls the fair catch at his own 20, and this time he wraps it up and grabs it, and Morehead State will start from there. 12-17 to play in the second quarter. 7-0 Valparaiso, and we'll be back in just a moment on the Football Network.
You know I can't smile without you. I can't smile without you. I can't laugh, can't sing, finding it hard to do anything. I feel sad when you're sad. I feel glad.
The new Yahoo search. Faster, easier, bingo.
Yahoo!
Going down. Yes!
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your deodorant is? Get Right Guard, the only one with a power stripe of extra protection. Right Guard, right to the end of the day.
Character, the combination of qualities or features that distinguishes one person from another. Education, the knowledge or skill obtained by a learning process. Diversity, a group or element that is made up of distinct characteristics, qualities, and backgrounds. Sportsmanship, conduct and attitude considered as befitting participants in sports, and grace in losing. NCAA football. See all the above. NCAA football, a lifetime of opportunity.
America is watching football, and football lives on TFN, the Football Network. When enough is never enough, exercise your football gland. This is TFN, the Football Network. Wider, longer, faster. CFL is high-octane football. Only on TFN, the Football Network.
Welcome back to Valparaiso, Indiana, where there's more at stake here than just the Pioneer Football League Championship for Morehead State in particular, ranked #1 in the nation in 1AA mid-majors. If they can win today, they believe they'll win the 1AA mid-major national championship. But they've had a tough time getting on track.
And that was the option play which they had success with, and it looked to me like David, the quarterback, was going to try to duck it up inside, and the defense playing pretty good.
Yeah, good play by Bill Marshall there, knifing in there. Every time Valpo lines up, their defensive linemen are not going to go where they start out. They're always going to motion and shift. Watch them always slant to the inside. When you get smaller defensive linemen, you must move them. Good job there.
Yeah, Bradford Riley made a nice play there, too, on the slant.
Marshall making a tackle from the ground. That's a pretty good play.
I like that. You can make tackles from the ground.
Loss of almost 2, bringing about a 2nd and 12. 11:37 to play second quarter. Morehead trailing 7-0. Quick toss out to Morrison. Morrison looking for running room, gets across the 25 before being punched out of bounds by John Sahas. Sahas on the tackle, but a pretty good game for Morehead.
And that's the play that they broke in the first quarter also. It's that little flare, little swing out there with good blocking downfield.
So that's what we're talking about with Sahas. He needs to play the 21-man rule, which means if you got 21 guys inside of you, keep the ball carrier inside. Don't let him out to that sideline.
Turn them in, let your friends get a hit on them, right?
That's right.
A gain of 11 on the play, bring about a 3rd and 1. David Cardle and Morehead State trailing 7-0. Here in the first quarter, 2 backs behind Cardle, Morrison the man in motion, and he gets the carry. Off tackle, first down yardage across the 30 and 31, perhaps to the 32. Time stopped as the chains move.
Now, they started off in a wing, and it ends up, like you were saying, because of the motion, they end up in a strong formation. He's going to come into here, and now he's going to be behind 2 backs after the motion's over. So it looks like a normal set, and it ends up a strong formation. Strong means all 3 backs to the same side, and they work their right up through the inside.
You can get to any offense you want out of that offensive formation. You can motion, get to anything you want, and do whatever you want in the offense.
And that hurts the defense because the defense doesn't have time to overload.
Morrison again in motion, but it's a play action on hand, and the pass complete to Ralph Del Sardo. That's certainly Cardle's finest pass of the day, and that moves the Eagles into Valpo territory. Chris Daniels on the coverage.
It's play action, but it's a slant to Ralph. Ralph is on the outside. Now he's working in towards the football. That little bump and push on him. Oh, the ball right there. A little bit on the back shoulder, but right there.
Beautiful pass. Look at that lane. That lane to throw in. The play action pass freezes everybody. They get the defensive lineman on the ground, so he has a beautiful lane to throw in. Great route, great throw, first down.
And brought the safety up. No safety in the hole because of that play action.
Morehead State at Valpo's 48-yard line. 10:40 to play second quarter. Valpo leading 7-0. McGee, the man in motion. Again, Cardle wants to throw, but under pressure, throws it away. That's a good play.
Now you're talking. You've been watching too much, Paul. Every time I was going to say now, that guy was coached, and what do? You see it first.
Michael Schnorr coming from his outside linebacker position.
Fake the option. They're pretending like they're going to do the option. Drop back. He says, nobody's open. I'm going to throw that thing. Who'd you say had the pressure, Michael?
Michael Schnorr.
Michael Schnorr.
Schnorr. I did a little bit of that last night. Oh, put you to sleep. That sounds like one of yours, Paul.
Hey, you can't blame it on me. 10:31 to play second quarter. Second and 10. Cardle realizing 2 costly turnovers early on for Morehead State. Second and 10. Cardle with some time. Has Morrison open, and again he's overthrown.
Let me tell you something. Cardle's had about 3 or 4 guys wide open, streaking to the end zone, and he's just overthrown them right now.
And where's the safety? They have no safety in the middle, so this should be a touchdown. All you got to do is lay it in there. You got plenty of time. Right in here. Look who's in there on defense, guys. It's you, me, and the official. Nobody else is there. And they're going to end up wide open. Watch it. Look at that. That's a touchdown.
Wow. A touchdown that wasn't.
Wow.
3rd and 10 from the 48-yard line of Valpo. Morehead State trailing 7-0. 10:25 to play second quarter. Big 3rd down play. Morrison, the man in motion. Cardle from under center. Flags. Right. Hello. Sing-Yup Rowe delivers the blow on David Cardle. We'll see what the referees have to say.
Well, the motion man was attacking the line of scrimmage before the ball was snapped. And you said, right behind me. You cannot, this is not Canada. You can't be
PFL.
attacking the line.
And this wasn't Canada either. This was Rowe.
Oh, that's good.
Decline the penalty. Give the guy the sack. Never take away a sack from a defensive line.
No, no.
Always decline the penalty. Too hard to come by. There you go.
Well, setting up Rowe, the redshirt freshman.
Anytime he goes 4th down, you got to turn down the penalty. Redshirt freshman, that guy.
287 pounds.
He must have
landing
ate
on
with
top
us
of
last
Cottle.
night.
He's in the Dunlap squad. Stomach Dunlapped over his belt.
Aaron Charles on to punt once again.
Punt blocks on.
Oh!
Valpo not able to get it.
Oh, they hit
Schmeyer
the
watches
punter
it
late. Got a
roll
penalty.
way inside the 10-yard line, but a flag back.
He hit the punter late. The play was over, and you can't go tag the punter. That's an automatic first down. Not a smart play by Valpo.
I always thought as soon as that punter, as soon as his leg comes down and hits the ground, when he has 2 feet on the ground, he becomes a defender. You should be able to block him.
John Sahas, the man that couldn't help himself.
Yeah, I felt that way a few times myself. I just can't help myself. And it was really foolish because he could have veered off to the left. I had my eyes right on him. 47. Watch 47's coming right there, the right of the screen. Now this play's over. This play is still over. This play is still over.
Personal foul on the receiving team.
See what I mean?
And he pushes
15
him. That's
yards in
just
the
not
previous
a good
five.
not a
Automatic
when the punter's leg
first
comes
down.
down, he becomes a defender. You know, that punter has a right to tackle the ball carrier just like anyone else. He should be allowed to be blocked.
Well, I guess they thought he was still dancing.
I think so, just a little bit.
Not a good play.
So that's going to turn Valpo taking over on offense into returning on defense. Morehead State moving into Valparaiso territory at the 41-yard line, just over 10 minutes to play, second quarter. Valpo clinging to that 7-0 lead. 2 high-powered offenses being controlled by solid defenses, though turnovers have been the difference. Morehead State has had 2 of them, and they are clearly the difference in this game thus far.
You said defenses. I think it's defenses and the jitters. I think both quarterbacks aren't as sharp as they normally are. All-out blitz.
I think you're onto something there, Coach. Pass complete to Eli Parks. Gain of around 7 on the play. So again, Morehead State, instead of hitting big plays and home run balls, has been able to methodically move the football when they haven't turned it over.
Well, I'm watching Valpo's defense right now. They're starting to bring more and more people, which means they're leaving people open in coverage. I don't think they're losing confidence in their defensive line right now, so they're having to bring people to get pressure and stop the run. So Morehead State's going to have people running wide open.
They brought the linebacker that time opposite the back. See how they line up this time.
This is Morrison again in motion. Cottle wants to throw. Looking, has time, screen set up to Adrian King. King across the 30 to about the 28, perhaps 27. It'll be another first down.
Well, I got to say this about Valpo's defense. Once they saw the screen, I never seen kids run and chase and try to gang tackle any better than that. Right?
Better. Didn't you hate when you didn't run down the screen?
Oh, yeah. The screen, you have to coach your team. It's 11 position play. All people have to go get involved with that play.
You guys lived and died with the screen in Atlanta.
Oh, boy, we loved it. That was, my deal was if you couldn't run, you couldn't pass.
Screen.
So, as you say, we did a lot of it because we couldn't do the other 2.
Well, the spot brings the ball back to the 29-yard line. First and 10 from there. And that didn't really work. Though Cottle gets pretty good yardage off of that inside the 25, and we'll see what everyone talks about after that. That could not have been the way it was drawn up.
No. If it was, they drew it up after midnight.
That's the old goose snap. Only the quarterback and the center know what's going on.
We beat Denver with that one time.
The goose snap.
We call it silent snap.
Silent snap.
Nobody moved. We were on the 4-yard line, and we just took the snap in Denver, by the way, and only 2 guys moved, and they went in for the touchdown. Silent snap.
Matt Ballard looked like he was looking like, what the heck was that? Well, what that was is a gain of 6. Second and 4. Cottle and company now at the 24-yard line of Valparaiso, 8:32 to play. Parks the man in motion, and he gets the football. Off the right tackle, still standing at the 20, inside the 20. Looks like he's got first down yardage.
Oh, I like the way he runs the ball. 2 hands on the ball, Never takes two hands on the ball until he breaks free perfectly.
I think he remembers that the bad fumble that they had already in this play. Again, they start on the wing back. He's on the wing. He's going to come over here and build a new formation with motion. So by the time he gets the ball, he's in an eye counter trap.
Well, Morehead State has now racked up 147 total yards. Valparaiso on the other side only 56. So you can see it's really a significant one-sided advantage. Again, those two turnovers have made the big difference. Both of them coming deep in Valpo territory. So Caudle out of the shotgun, the pitch back to King. King with a little running room, tripped up. Nice tackle on the play by Brad Smea, and it may have been a touchdown-saving tackle.
And here's something very unusual. This is they're going to run the option pitch out of shotgun. Usually when you do this, the back is underneath the quarterback, but here he stays wider than he is.
Let me tell you something. They got the halfback pass here if they wanted it. If he plants and throws, there's nobody covering the receiver. He's standing in the end zone by himself.
What a nice tackle by Brad. Did you see Brad come up and hit him?
Sure, turned an opportunity for some running room into a one-yard gain. 2nd and 9. Parks the man in motion. Morrison now with the football. Trying to find room. Flag thrown. He's inside the 15-yard line. Smea on the tackle, but just a minute. We've got a flag on the field.
Bring that back. Holding. I like that play, that little quick toss. Ricky Prohl used to do that out in Wake Forest. That used to be his favorite play, a little quick screen. They even call it the Prohl screen right now. You get that out there, you block the linebacker, you block the guy that's covering me, you try to get to the corner as fast as you can. Try to pick up as many yards as you can before you get nailed. I think that's the basis of football, isn't it? Get as many yards as you can before you get hit.
Yeah, I'm watching number 10.
Clipping.
Why don't you take a look
Offense.
at
15-yard penalty from the previous spot. 2nd down.
Anthony Freitag, playing defense, is making all the plays.
Well, Paul Crane, Jerry Glanville, DeMarco Farr, and Courtney George here in Valparaiso, Indiana. 7:17 to play, second quarter. This is the Pioneer Football League Championship. Valpo clinging to a 7-0 lead. And after the clip, Morehead State, which had been inside the 15-yard line, gets pushed back to the 30. It will be second and very long from there. And Morehead State, 2 costly turnovers in the game. They're the only offense that's been moving thus far, but a costly penalty here pushes them back. Parks the man in motion. Caudle wants to throw. Del Sarno goes up and gets it, and then gets knocked away. Chris Daniels and Brad Smea hit them there, but Daniels the one knocking it loose.
Chris Daniels drove the route like you coach it. He'll come so hard towards the ball when the ball's in the air. He'll be off to the deep side here, to the left of your screen. The corner, watch the corner. He's going to come off to the left of your screen. He's going to drive the route, come on the route. Here he comes from the backside. He's on the drive.
Play the ball.
And get that hand right on that ball. Wow. Is that pretty? Chris Daniels, I'm taking him out for a big steak dinner. What do you think?
That's illegal, Coach. We can't do that.
Oh, man.
3rd and a whole bunch. Quick toss to King. Slips at the 30-yard line, and once again, Valpo's defense, Lawrence Canada on the tackle.
Oh, Canada!
And Valpo's defense answers the call once again.
Well, they got a little help with that penalty, and I think they got fired up. He had a nice play by Chris Daniels, and then Lawrence Canada comes in and backs that up, and you're in punting situation. Oh, they're going to try field goal
situation.
Adam Jones.
Adam Jones
This guy can really...
has kicked a 49-yarder earlier this year.
Last time they played.
This one from 48. And he does not have enough leg. It'll be short. So Morehead trying to get on the board, comes up short, so Valpo will take over with decent field position. 6:10 to play, second quarter. Valpo leading 7-0 on the Football Network.
Crusader fans, show your support for the Valparaiso Crusaders with clothing, souvenirs, and memorabilia from the University Book Center on the campus of Valparaiso University. The University Book Center is the largest selection of official licensed Valparaiso University sports attire. Show your support for the Crusaders with a visit to the University Book Center next to the Arc on the campus of Valparaiso University. And remember, for all your school supplies, reference materials, and the like, the University Book Center can supply those too. The University Book Center. Visit the store or stop by their booth at the next VU game.
A highly respected liberal arts program brings national attention to Valparaiso University. Equally well regarded are professional programs in fields such as engineering, nursing, business, meteorology, and law. But the integration of liberal arts and professional coursework sets Valpo apart and annually brings top rankings by national publications. Supporting the Valpo experience are the tradition of athletics and music and more than 100 clubs and organizations. The result is a unique experience, the Valpo experience.
In Lake County, over 1,000 attorneys are listed. In LaPorte County, 80. In Porter County, more than 130. If you needed a really good lawyer, you could spend hours looking at these books, or 2 minutes looking at this one. How to Judge an Attorney. Yours free from Blatchley, Tabor, Bozick, and Hartman. A little advice on a big decision.
If you're a true Valparaiso sports fan, then you need to check out ValpoSports.com. ValpoSports.com features all the latest news and information about Valparaiso sports. Whether your sport is football, basketball, swimming, wrestling, track and field, volleyball, cross country, baseball, or tennis, you'll find out about it on ValpoSports.com. Exclusive interviews, video highlights, coaches shows, you'll find them at ValpoSports.com. ValpoSports.com, the Valparaiso sports site on the internet.
All right, and we're back right now. Valpo leading by 7 to MSU. But let's take a look at Coach Horn for Valpo. He's more than just a college football coach. He actually won the Citizen of the Year award in this community, Valparaiso. Why? Because they say he is such a well-rounded person and makes sure that his players take part in a lot of things outside of just football. And also, he was also a torchbearer in the Olympics in 1996. But again, as players say, he definitely expects excellence on and off the field. Back to you guys.
They say I'm well-rounded.
Yeah, I'd say about 44 ways.
Nick Reed on the carry, a gain of 5 there. That would put a smile on Tom Horn's face. Now the little dump pass to Reed.
Oh, nice.
Nice stiff arm, but an even better tackle on the play as Vince Jenkins brings him down, and he had to fight off a pretty tough stiff arm and a big guy to bring down.
You know, I like to see the big fella run over people. He's 252 pounds. I don't think he should go down with the first tackler ever. If you're over 240 pounds, I mean, you should really bring the thunder when you get there.
Face mask.
Face mask on Morehead. Another mistake by the Eagles will help Valpo once again. 5:33 to play second quarter.
5 yards or 15?
15.
15?
It looks like Morehead is moving back more than 5.
5 yards. 5 yards.
It also looks like they're still talking it over.
I'm trying to figure this out, Coach. They got a tailback that's 252 pounds and a nose tackle that's 228.
Obviously, the 1-250 runs a little better.
And now the officials want timeout to come over and talk things over. It looks like they're not really sure what to do with this. Now, again, we mentioned these teams played earlier this year on October the 4th in a game that Valpo jumped in front 14-0, but boom, boom, before the first quarter was over, Morehead State came back. As a matter of fact, had to come from behind 3 times. David Mackey had a great game for Valpo, but it was Morehead State able to score more in what really was a shootout. There was a shootout early. The defenses took over in the middle, and then enough was done to give Morehead the win.
The game ended with Mackey at about the 5-yard line, trying to go on and win.
And Giancola there was a call there that Giancola kind of bobbled, and they thought they had a touchdown, and it was ruled not a touchdown. And I know head coach Tom Horn told us last night that he told his kids, it's not, you don't ever get a second chance. However, with this game today, they do have a second chance.
5-yard penalty.
Both teams
yardage results in a first down.
Did a better job of throwing and catching in that last one. I think we'll see the second half more like the first game.
And what we're seeing for the first time on this mild November day is the sun.
Hey,
the sun has come out.
Is that what that is?
And the referees decided on a 5-yard face mask penalty. Mackey's pass complete to Giancola, who's thrown down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And he's been quiet. For a guy as good as he is, we haven't seen much of him, and they got the ball to him this time. They dashed with the quarterback. He sprinted to the wide side of the field, off the short hash. This is the short side, this is the wide, and as they run the dash, they get a lot of protection, and it's a shorter throw that way to the wide. Wow.
Nice catch.
Nice catch. Up it. You know what? That's what I thought he did to win the game the last time that they called him. No possession.
Vince Jenkins delivering the blow that made sure it didn't get any farther, though the chains moved. First down at the 48-yard line of Morehead State. 7-0 Valpo, leading on a long fumble return for the only touchdown of the game. Mackey wants to throw. Up top for Knutson. Comes back to the football and makes the catch. Kevin Knutson coming back to an underthrown football, and it's a big game for Valpo.
I don't care what game you watch the rest of this season, you won't see a better catch than that. It was a deep ball, underthrown, and he's going to come back. It'll be on the left side of your screen. The ball didn't get there, but the receiver's covered. Watch him go up, come back to the underthrow. Oh, man, is that good looking. And good defensive players, they're all over it. That's football.
Deepest penetration for Valpo's offense thus far. Nick Reed with a carry inside the 15, perhaps to the 13-yard line. 4:38 to play, and the clock continues to count. Craig Unger on the tackle.
We want to go back and show you one more time. Here's the long throw. He ran out of arm, not enough arm. So the receiver, oh, wow. Kevin, what a good job. Come back, make that catch.
Kevin Knutson, the team's leading receiver in terms of number of catches. Giancola scores all those touchdowns, but Knutson now with 70 catches on the season.
70 in 1 year.
Gain of 2 on the play by Reed. 2nd and 8. This is Mackey rolling to his left, going back to his right. Kenny Kyle, the tight end, inside the 10. Before he's brought down there by Charles Bird.
That's the oh my gosh screen if you're on defense. what that means, he's going to sprint one way, and as a defense you start chasing, then you say oh my gosh. He runs this way, and all the defensive guys say oh my gosh, it's the other side. That's an oh my gosh screen. Run, run, run. Chase him, D. Chase him. Watch this guy. Oh no, they're going
it's a good play by Odie right here, jumping over the blocker.
Nice job.
Getting the hand in there, trying to make him cut back.
That's like a rope drill the way he brought his feet up.
Charles Bird on the tackle, and after all that effort, it's only a gain of 3, maybe 4. 3rd down and a long 4 or 5, and we have movement at the line of scrimmage. Hold on just a moment.
I believe it's Kyle, 71, Kyle Padgett. I believe he jerked up, but they're showing blitz.
He should give us 10 push-ups.
Morehead was coming with the blitz, and I think people got nervous.
This is the finest offensive possession
Prior
by
to the snap.
Valparaiso yet.
Defense offsides by contact. Half the distance to the goal.
Too far.
3rd down.
No such thing as offsides.
Spoken like a good defensive lineman. 3:20 to play, 2nd quarter.
Tell him when I used to holler at you.
Move your feet.
Correction, half the distance penalty results in a 1st down.
The penalty, half the distance to the goal. 1st and goal for the Crusaders.
Bring in the big backs. I saw more beef coming in.
Robert Clark, 214-pound fullback, joining the 252 listed Nick Reed. Matt Van Dolly back there as well. Now look at them all split out. David Mackey wants Reed to go out farther. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Mackey, a touchdown, Tom Schmidt.
Wow.
All those backs swing out wide, and the tight end gets the football in the middle.
Because they were so close, I figured he emptied the backfield to run the sneak, but he emptied the backfield to throw the slant. Pretty clever. There are 3 backs in the backfield, shift, all spread, quarterback alone on the goal.
I think Odie and Wanyu kind of shifted out more than he should have, and he left the tight end alone. Look, he rushed instead of coming. I think he thought what you thought, Coach. The quarterback's going to run on that. Left his coverage.
And he had 2 tight ends because Kenny Kyle was the one who piled on for the hugs. 2 tight ends and the 3 backs, and the extra point is blocked. Now that happened earlier in the first meeting between these two. Andrew McCauley has the point after blocked here. He missed one earlier on that played a big difference in that game against Morehead back in October. 3:05 to play, 2nd quarter. 13-0 Valpo. Back in a moment.
TFN proudly presents the inaugural Division I AA All-Star Classic. See the next generation of superstars, December 30th at Lockhart Stadium, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and on TFN, the Football Network.
Nothing stirs the emotions of a football fan like a big game. Across the years, there has been no bigger game than when the Florida Gators take the field against the Georgia Bulldogs. Welcome to one of college football's most enduring and intense rivalries. To order your DVD or VHS, call 1-800-206-7171 today.
Exercise and sports are an enjoyable and important part of life. Yet, in spite of training and your best efforts, injuries do occur. When you need treatment for sports injuries or require orthopedic surgery, choose the Valparaiso Orthopedic Clinic. See Doctors Malater, Leland, Toma, Luker, Kruska, Kay, and Clark. They have an ongoing commitment to using the best and latest technology in the treatment of sports injuries. Serving Northwest Indiana for 24 years with locations at Cumberland Drive in Valparaiso, the Portage Community Hospital, and Chesterton Medical Clinic. Call 464-8581.
There is a key that opens the door to life-shaping opportunities. Key Club, the high school service club sponsored by Kiwanis International, giving this generation of teenagers a feeling for what it's like to serve others, to honor the senior class, to fill empty spaces in a child's life, to volunteer for worthy causes, to be an encourager, a friend, a servant, a leader. Key Club. If you don't have one at your high school, contact your nearest Kiwanis club.
Welcome back to Valparaiso, where the Crusaders have just grabbed the lead 13-0, missing an extra point, but it's the first offensive touchdown of the game.
Two defenses much improved. I think familiarity, knowing each other's offenses. They know how to stop each other. And both quarterbacks have missed long passes that were wide open.
Wide open.
Kick coming down to Jabari McGee inside his 10. He'll take it out from there across the 20, 25 to the 30 and a little more before he's brought down.
Wow, takedown.
John Sajas on the tackle. And again, they're hitting pretty hard. Now, we mentioned tight end Tom Schmidt, who caught that touchdown pass a moment ago to make it 13-0. He's the nephew of head coach Tom Horn, so kind of a family affair.
Keep it in the family.
That's right. Why not? Especially when it works like that.
So the head coach's sister said, my son better have a touchdown when this thing's over, or I'm not cooking dinner.
Morehead State now finding itself in a 13-0 hole. It was 14-0 in the first quarter when these two teams played each other in October, but things have been a little different here this afternoon. Morrison again the man in motion, 2:58 to play, second quarter. Morehead State trying to keep it on the ground. Drew Driscoll on the carry, Michael Schnur on the tackle, and not much yardage there.
Well, I'm surprised they got 2 minutes and a half here, and they got 70-some yards. I think this is the time to do what you do best. A little wide open here. What do you think, DeMarco?
Remember the last time they played, Morehead State scored 2 touchdowns in 3 plays.
Right.
So they're capable of scoring points from here.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8. This is Caudle with a little time. Now he wants to run. Up to the 40, 45.
Nice.
One man to beat, cross midfield, and down he goes finally, but not until a nice gain. First down and more from Morehead State.
I don't think he's happy until he gets hit. I don't think he's happy until he makes contact.
Well, I gotta love Canada. At the end, Canada says, I've chased this guy long enough. I gotta finish him off. The quarterback's doing a good job getting away from all kinds of players. But at the end, he's getting tackled. And there's Candace. I ran all that way. I got to touch you
a little bit.
John Sajas in there on the tackle early on as well. But Morehead moves into Valpo territory at the Crusader 47. 2:06 and counting left in the second quarter. 13-0 Valpo. Parks the man in motion. Caudle wants to throw.
Oh, there he is.
And he has a man. Chris Ginter touchdown. Just like that, Morehead gets back in it. David Caudle to Chris Ginter, and the Eagles are on the board.
Well, I think they were waiting for Chris Ginter to make a cut. There wasn't any cuts. He just ran straight down the sideline, and the corner squad are waiting for an in or an out cut. Easy touch.
Now, Ginter doesn't catch the ball very often. That's just his 7th catch of the season, but it's his 3rd touchdown catch.
And he just kept running. No moves, no cuts. Threw it over.
Pay dirt.
And that has a dramatic swing to that momentum bar. The extra point is good, and just like that, the Eagles have pulled within 13-7 with just under 2 minutes to play in the second quarter.
Well, David finally hit the long one. He's had about 3 of them like that, and he's overthrown a couple of them. He's a little more excited about, yes, I put it on the money.
Well, he had said he was excited. He said he was nervous. Now he's just excited because finally something worked for the Morehead State offense that does not. And I mean, they've been able to move the chains. They've just turned it over in a couple of inopportune times, had a couple of inopportune penalties, but now they finally get it.
He's a different type quarterback. He throws better after he gets hit.
I'm going to ask you guys a question. We got 1:53 left. You're Valpo. You're ahead 13-7. Are you going to run the clock out here, or are you going to try to put the ball up and see if you go get something?
Now, is that what we would do or what we think they'll do?
Okay.
I'd put the ball up.
You would?
I would put the ball up.
I think.
Go for the jugular.
I would think they're going to try to put the ball up because that's what they do. Remember, offensive coordinator Stacey Adams told us last night after the situation in Iraq, they call their offense shock and awe. They try to drop the bomb on you.
Oh, I like that. But you know
what?
what?
Take a look at coming up at halftime, Coach. Just a moment here. We're going to listen to both of these bands. We're going to hear from your buddy, the Ripster. And, of course, take a look at some highlights and look at the numbers of what took place here in the first half.
I think the Ripster used to be the coach's offensive coordinator.
I like the Ripster.
Well, we'll get a chance to see what Valpo will do here in the final 153 of the first half with their lead whittled down to 13-7 now. Woo.
Oh!
Nice block.
Nice move. Kevin for Mulvey gets a chance to get out to his 20, but no farther from there. And
like
Mulvey
the hit.
and Valpo will start from their own 20-yard line. 1:46 now left in the second quarter.
You have to be here live to appreciate the blocking downfield, the good hitting. These two teams are after each other. Hat on hat. Here comes the cleanup.
These two teams are really going at each other.
Well, neither one of you two have coached or been hung in effigy. So we'll see if your calls are like your coach's calls are.
Jordan Schaefer, the man who delivered that big hit. 1:46 to play, second quarter. 13-7, Valpo with the football. Mackey, pump fake, wants to put it up top, and he's got his man Knutson. Kevin Knutson was thinking touchdown, but he forgot one thing. Catch the ball.
Wow. Great route, great read, great call.
And a good throw.
And a
Dynamite
good throw.
And no announcers hung an effigy.
Oh, I like that. Watch the dash. He's dashing. That shortens the field. He squared up his shoulders. He put the ball right there. Knutson not had it once. He had it twice, but he didn't have it 3 times.
Wow.
Kevin, he'll be sick about that. Nobody's madder about that than Kevin is.
Yeah.
No question about it. He had 6 points there. 1:37 to play second quarter. Valpo still leading 13-7. Missed opportunity there, but it's 2nd and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Morehead showing blitz, holding back. Mackey now wants to run. Across the 20, dives to the 25, so he picks up 5 on the play, 1:27 and counting.
He got a lineman down. He got back up. That's Casey. Forever their best tackle. Left offensive down. He's coming out.
Casey Lojanicki,
been starting.
278-pounder.
Started every game since he's been here, ever since he was a freshman.
He's the biggest guy on that offensive line. 1:08 and counting. 2nd and 5 from Valpo's 25, and they seem to be a little more deliberate about what they want to do now. 3rd down, I should say. 3rd and 5 after that incomplete pass. 57 seconds and counting. Mackey under center. Sends Reed in motion. Rolls to his right and wants to throw. Dump pass for Reed. He's got it through double coverage. He slips out of bounds at the 35. It'll be first down with 45 seconds to play in the second quarter.
Close to being intercepted. They throw. This is what you call an arrow. Arrow means a back to the flat. So as he dashes, he'll have the back to the flat and the wow. That was close.
Nice catch by the big man there.
Chris Hutchinson had a shot at that football. Wow, that was nice.
We got to get Nick Reed some longer cleats out there.
A dangerous pass that close, as you mentioned, because you know Hutchinson's eyes had to be huge, thinking he had nothing but real estate and short distance to the end zone in front of him.
So you're saying huge Hutchinson?
I guess
that's what you said.
Mackey wants to throw again, has time, hits.
Hey!
His man, first down and a little more. Ryan Barno on the reception.
Did you see the block almost coming there? He was trying to set him up for a big hit.
That was going to be. Oh, wow. We saw a guy come from the other side of the field and knock somebody out. Good job. Empty backfield. 5 guys on the line of scrimmage for pass routes.
Valpo has 2 timeouts left, using neither one of them. Again, the short pass. This is Patrick Cash. And now Coach Horn wants a timeout, and he's upset they're not getting it faster. Cash on the reception. Short gain there. 27 seconds to play in the second quarter. Valpo moving where they could at least get themselves into field goal range, if not one of their big plays.
What about that drop touchdown pass? He caught it twice and couldn't hang on. Wasn't that something?
Here's Cash.
I tell you, coach is pretty upset he didn't go trying to get out of bounds here.
Hard to with 4 white jerseys on top of you.
Oh, I saw the blue field twirl. Saw a spinner.
He had a shot right here to get out of bounds.
And Ryan McKenzie, he had your favorite pass rush move.
There it is. The swim?
No.
Oh, the spin.
He did the spin.
What'd you call that again?
The blue field twirl.
The blue field twirl.
Valparaiso 13, Morehead State 7. This the championship game of the Pioneer Football League. 27 seconds to play in the second quarter. And the way these offenses have played throughout the year, there's no reason to think 27 seconds isn't enough to do whatever they'd like to.
Oh, that's plenty for David Mackey.
And I would say the second half, both offenses will settle in and play like they did the first time they met each other.
I know we thought, and both coaching staffs last night thought we could be seeing a real high-scoring affair. Both coaches were worried about their defenses. Both defenses have played very well.
Here's the 3-man rush, which you love so much, coming on from Morehead this time. No pass rush.
Mackey from the shotgun. Has some time, and a man, that's Knutson. He holds on it down the right sideline, inside the 20, pushed out of bounds. 20 seconds to play in the second quarter, and now Valpo is once again very close.
What you just saw is their fastest player. Knutson has the speed, even though he's not the guy with all the touchdowns. Watch the speed after the catch. This guy can run. He's going to pick him up here.
Yeah, Knutson's a state champ sprinter.
Wow.
I mean, when he gets to the open field, he gets those knees up. That guy can really fly.
He looked like Paul when the waitress brought the meal ticket in.
When he brought the check?
Yeah, when they brought the bill. That's how fast Paul headed to the bathroom.
Well, Knutson gets Valpo inside the red zone. Valpo, the #2 team in the league in red zone offense. We'll see what Mackey can do with less than 20 seconds to play.
Wide
Mackey,
open.
Quick toss to Nick Reed. Nick Reed inside the 10. Turns it upfield from the 5. Knocked out of bounds.
12 seconds left.
Stops the clock with 12 seconds left. I would think that'll give them one pop for the end zone if they'd like it.
Absolutely. How many timeouts left? None?
They have one timeout left.
Oh, you got a couple of shots at the goal line here. Nice run by Nick Reed. You know what I like best about Nick Reed? He ran towards the sideline because he knows he has to stop the clock. Get as much as you can and let them bump you out of bounds.
Well, he knew one thing. If he didn't get out of bounds, he couldn't come to this side.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
The coach would have got it.
If you would have got tackled in bounds, just keep right on running.
Here they are, guys.
Well, Mackey, after the brutal 1 of 8 first quarter, 11 of 12 in the second quarter, and he's in the shotgun. One play before halftime. Touchdown, Kenny Kyle. David Mackey and that shock and awe offense.
I'm in awe.
Gets it done with very little time left. There's 8 seconds left in the second quarter now, as Valpo moves the length of the field to grab a 19-7 lead with the extra point pending.
And we got to say, Kevin Knutson dropped the ball, and he didn't let it affect him, came back and made the big play after the drop to get him down in for the extra point.
Andrew McCauley missed his last point after try and misses this one.
You know what he's doing?
Oh,
and it's still alive. Will it turn into a 2-point conversion? It will not. Morehead takes care of that. But
that was a grounder. That wasn't a miss. That ball was a grounder.
That was a worm burner kick.
Wow, you can't.
Full play ball.
But here's another look at that touchdown with 12 seconds left. Valpo goes for the end zone.
Block, 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 and then release to the inside. Oh, wow.
Kenny Kyle all by himself. And you think Mackey's happy?
His folks, by the way, flew all the way in. They come see him play all these games.
From California.
His mother's a travel agent.
Well, let's see if we can get her to book our tickets.
That's so.
We need a better seat.
Remember how Mackey was 1 of 8 in the first quarter.
Absolutely.
He's now 12 of 13 in the second quarter, and the only incompletion, Knutson's drop.
Is that something? We said he'd settle down, but we didn't say he was going to be that good.
How about the drive-by put together by Coach Stacy Adams? This guy told us in the meeting, he said with 2 minutes to go, that's plenty of time for our offense. We can move the ball on anybody. When Mackey gets hot, he's as good as anyone in the country.
Didn't you love their whole coaching staff?
I did.
We had a chance to sit in the meeting with him and talk some football. And my little buddy here, he got all excited.
I got all fired up.
Wow, I thought you were going to play.
He would have if someone would have suited him up and given him a place to go.
I think they might notice me down there, though. I don't think that. You think so?
When you first started NFL, I thought you were a little bit small. Here you're a little bit big.
We can see Matt Ballard
Squibb.
Nothing happy on his face there. Little squib kick here. 7 seconds, time running out. Big blow delivered. So Morehead State will have 4 seconds to see what it wants to do from its own 34-yard line. We'll turn it back on you, Coach. What would you do at this point?
If I was Morehead State, now with 4 seconds, I wouldn't allow anything to happen ugly. You really have more offense going. You don't have more points. So I'd probably take a knee here, and you're on the road. You don't take a knee at home because the crowd boos you.
You know what I do?
At home, you line up, you just throw a bomb, and everybody says, wow, what a great coach.
I'd run the draw with Cottle. What the heck? He can break some tackles and be a hero.
Well, Cottle's got Del Sardo swung out wide to the left. 4 seconds left. 19-7 Valpo parks the man in motion. And they're not taking the knee, but they do run the draw. It's Adrian King with the football. Gets out across the 45, and that'll do it. DeMarco Farr has become an offensive coordinator in his own right.
A guru, but I can't spell it.
Interesting first half. 19-7. Let's go downstairs to Courtney George.
Thanks, you guys. All right, I'm here with Coach. You don't look too happy, yet you're ahead.
Well, too many penalties. We've blown some extra points here I'm not very happy with.
You have to be happy with your defense, though.
Yeah, defense is playing great. It's the best game they've had all year long. And they keep this up, then we can win the ball game because right now Morehead's having a hard time scoring.
Now, your offense has seriously started to step up in the second half now, knowing in the total second half, quarter I meant. Any team that's going to be able to come back, it's going to be MSU.
Well, MSU's a tough football team. I wouldn't count them out for a second. We got to get out there and play tougher defense. We got to move the ball a little bit better on the ground offensively so we keep the ball away from Morehead's offense.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half. All right. You're watching TFN.
Sports Illustrated wants to know, who's your favorite NFL team?
Cowboys! J-E-T-S! Jet!
Show off your favorite team's colors with this exclusive offer from Sports Illustrated. Free with your paid subscription.
I can't believe it!
Start off with a long-sleeve t-shirt of your favorite NFL team. Pick a team, any team. The choice is yours.
The Bucks are my team, baby! Go Steelers! Let's go back!
Call now and you'll also get another free gift from Sports Illustrated. This Wilson Mini Football with the logo of your favorite team.
Woo!
Both are free when you order 56 issues of Sports Illustrated for only $1.59 an issue. Save more than 50% off the cover price. When you use your credit card, you'll also get this free stadium blanket from the NFL team of your choice, free.
All this stuff for free? Thank you, SI.
Wear your team colors with pride with 3 great gifts, free from Sports Illustrated. Call now.
In football town, I know my team needs me.
And without my voice, the game could be lost. In football town!
I know it can make a difference.
I know fans can win the game. I've seen it, I've felt it, I've tasted it.
Oh, yeah!
I know. You make the game.
If you're not helping after-school programs, you're really helping to take them away. After-school programs, wouldn't you rather be helping?
Valpo has a 19-7 lead at halftime in the Pioneer Football League Championship game. Paul Crane alongside Jerry Glanville and DeMarco Farr, and we've certainly seen an interesting first half with all sorts of swings.
Well, the #1 team, Morehead State, is really moving the football, and something goes awry before they get in the end zone. A fumble that they run all the way back, an interception or a penalty. I think what they got to do at halftime, keep doing what you're doing, but hang on the ball, and you can catch up and go ahead.
They are the top-ranked team in 1AA mid-major polls, playing not only for the Pioneer Football League championship in this game today, but playing for the 1AA mid-major national championship. How much of nerves do you think played a factor for them in particular?
I thought both quarterbacks in the first quarter were very, very tight, but I can see that people wide open were missing them. But I think that now after this halftime, getting knocked around, and after the halftime break, they'll come back and play like they played all year.
All right, we'll bring DeMarco back in here, and on Valparaiso's side, the Crusaders have played very well offensively in the second quarter and defensively in both quarters.
Yeah, defensively, I'm really impressed with the defensive lines. They're undersized, but they've held their ground. They forced David Cull to throw the ball. Now, he's had some open receivers down there. He's just plain missed them, but you have to give it to the defense. They're opportunistic. They take it in, like the coach said, for a couple of touchdowns, but I'm expecting a better second half out of Morehead State.
And David Mackey doing a nice job in the second quarter. And look what Coach has here. We want to listen to the band for a little bit? All right, let's play. Let's hear the band. Doing a nice job here, certainly better than Coach Glanville did. But we want to go now to another member of our broadcast team on occasion. His name is Jack Ripplemeyer. We call him the Ripster. He's got a lot of thoughts on his mind, including one about television football broadcasts. We'll send it now to the Ripster and his latest thought for all of you.
You know, one of the things that I really like to do is sit in my favorite chair, turn on the TV, and watch some football. Okay, that's really about the only thing I like to do. After all, football was made for television, and television was made for football. It's the way God planned it, and I'm a big fan of God's plan. Here's how it works. You got a play that takes less than 10 seconds to execute, followed by about 30 seconds of getting ready for the next play. Plenty of time for analysis, graphics, replays. It's perfect. Well, it should be perfect. It used to be perfect. I know the graphics are better now. There are more cameras. The sound is better. Technically, everything is better. It's a veritable technical revolution. But when did it become okay to miss the center snapping the ball to the quarterback? I'm not talking about coming back from commercials and missing the snap. No, I kind of understand that. Don't like it, but understand it. But no, it's not the commercials. It's the replays. Why can't they run their endless replays fast enough so they can be ready for the beginning of the next play? Which, by the way, usually starts when the center snaps the ball. I mean, I watch a basic 3-yard run off tackle, a play Woody Hayes created before there even was television, and then I gotta watch 3 replays of the same play. And then I gotta see a full-screen graphic about the guy who made the tackle. And the graphic has to make this big swooshing sound when it comes on the screen to make sure I didn't miss it, just in case I turned away in disgust. And why would I turn away in disgust? Because when the graphic came up, I knew that I would miss the snap to start the next play. God made all that time so Mr. TV producer could get his replays and graphics on. Who said it was okay to miss the start of the next play? If you can't get all your replays and graphics on between plays, Mr. Producer, why should I suffer? Sorry.
Well, we're happy to say that Jack Ripplemeyer is happy with what he's seen so far today. Morehead State head coach Matt Ballard is not, though. His Eagles trail 19-7 at halftime. We'll be back to Valparaiso, Indiana in just a moment.
Nothing stirs the emotions of a football fan like a big game. Across the years, there's been no bigger game than when the Ohio State Buckeyes take the field against the Michigan Wolverines. Welcome to one of college football's most enduring and intense rivalries. To order your DVD or VHS, call 1-800-637-6886 today.
Over here.
Did you know that the first person to fly faster than the speed of sound was Chuck Yeager back in 1947? No? I didn't think so.
It's fun to know history. Find curious facts from America's past at loc.gov, the Library of Congress website.
Going down. Yes.
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your deodorant is? Get Right Guard, the only one with a power stripe of extra protection. Right Guard,
Hello?
right to the end of the day.
All the tests keep coming back normal.
And nothing we try seems to work.
Ah, that's exactly what I thought. Why, this man is suffering from acute atrophy of the football gland. He needs a dose of HG plasma, 42-inch stat. Clear!
TFN, the football network, preps, college, pros, fantasy, to what's new, what's now, and what's next of anything and everything football. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year.
Stan, you're gonna be okay.
Exercise your football gland. TFN, the football network. It's what TV was meant to be.
Monday morning came too soon. It's entering my...
Welcome back. Right now in the half, Valpo leading 19-7. Who would have thought? This is the Pioneer Conference Championship, the third ever so far. And what better to talk about? Well, the commissioner of the Pioneer League now in its third season having a major championship. Now, where did this all come about?
Well, the Pioneer Football League, aptly named Pioneer because we wanted to do things differently. We're talking about non-scholarship football. We're talking about trying to find a cost-effective way to have students who also want to be athletes play at the Division I level.
Now, you guys started in 1991 with 5 teams, Valpo being one of them. Then MSU came in with 3 others in 2001, and that's when you decided to start giving them kind of like their own bowl game?
Well, one of the problems we had with just the 5 teams is that it was too small to really have any postseason opportunity. Not playing scholarship ball, the 1AA playoffs weren't available to them through the NCAA. By adding a Southern division, we were able to split into 2 divisions, North and South, and play this championship game. You're right, it's our 3rd year, and it's been wonderful.
Now, for a lot of people out there, sometimes they think they got to watch an Ohio State, Michigan, big rivalry, but you see the same kind of heart, guys that are just playing out here. I mean, they pay their own way. It's just great football.
And that's what makes it special. That's why we think we're pioneers, is that we're showing that kids can play at this level without worrying about whether they're going to play on Sundays in the NFL or whether they're getting their room and board and scholarships paid for. No, they're playing for the love of game, passion. It really comes out on the field. They show it every play.
Now, with championship games like this, people are really starting to learn about the Pioneer League. Are you starting to get a lot more attention?
Absolutely. We're thrilled to be a part of the Football Network television coverage because we think that this is the best-kept secret in America, and we're glad to see that we can show the world what we've been doing for the last 9 years.
And it's got to be kind of neat for these kids to realize that their games are on TV now.
Absolutely, very special. You know, that's what the public wants. It's what these kids want.
All right, thank you very much, and good luck going into the the next Pioneer Championship next year. All right, well, speaking of TFN, on December 30th, we're going to hold our Division I-AA All-Star Game in Florida. It's going to be a great performance, the best of the best in Division I-AA. I say it's about time. And before that, in honor of that, rather, we sent a crew up to Youngstown State for linebacker Justin DeRosa, and we mic'd him. So let me just tell you, this is what we call Star Sound.
Linebacker, number 50, Justin DeRosa.
Hey, let's have a game. Last one together. Let's go. Let's go. Look at 77's fat ass. What's he gonna do? The Biggie Smalls here coming out. Oh, Char. That's why they can't run to the left, because he's too fat. So fat boy, you better shake my hand next time.
Let's go.
Set the tone. Set the tone. They think it's a walk in the park.
As well, you should be. One more. Hello at the line of scrimmage and goodbye. Who else? The All-Star Justin Delarose, the one saying hello the hardest.
Yeah, yeah. Look at your fat ass. Laddie. Yeah. Block me.
There he is on the quarterback. You got to pitch it. Ooh, and there's Justin. You talked about Justin. He's going to be in the All-Star game. You just saw why.
Hey, why do you get that pitch?
Hey, all they got
They're too fat. They can't get off quick on us. Right. We're too fast for them, Mike. They can't get to us. Let's go. I like that talk, man. I'm not telling you to come out of your shell. Get loud. Get loud out there. Where's the run game, huh? They try to intimidate you. They come out and talk to you. And then when you hit them, they're like, oh, come on, man. You're a joke. Defense, get ready. Let's go. Let's go. Buckle up.
Going left and going left. I'm going back over to the right. And there's Justin. What a good tackle.
All day. Get up! Get on! Let's go! Let's go! We're taking the field. We own it. You don't want them. Hey, this is our house. This is our game. Keep it. Let's go. 2 minutes left. Get it up. Let's go. Hey, don't walk over here if you don't want to play.
Directing traffic, moving inside the 35. Down he goes around the 32-yard line. Pretty good pickup before Delarose and Markham bring him down.
Let's go.
I'm glad to see Justin playing this well.
Delarose. Did Justin Delarose once again? No, he's going to play until the final gun sound.
Now, to put what you just saw in perspective, that's only one of our 100 stars, all being showcased December 30th again in Fort Lauderdale. And right now, we'll be back after the break with more highlights and a lot more fun. Keep it tuned. Keep it tuned here.
I got business all over the country.
All over the world.
Week to week, I know I'm going somewhere.
And there's nothing worse than flying a different airline.
Every time I'm in a different city.
I'm looking for one airline.
One airline, same airport,
Same check-in.
One frequent flyer program.
same website for everything.
One airline.
Tons of cities.
Problem solved.
Next time you fly, get a lot more airline. American Airlines.
My name is Tommy.
And I fly American Airlines.
American.
My name is David Salazar. I fly American Airlines.
Come on! We're not foul! Cheat her up! Yo! Oh! My grandma looks better than you doing push-ups, and she's 85 years old!
For more info, go to OperationGraduation.com.
Sportsmanship.
It came down to 4th and 1. It was their offense versus our defense. I saw the ball go up, and I saw it hit the ground. All the Ohio State guys obviously started going crazy. Basically what I did with Dorsey is just went up, congratulated him, wished him the best for the future. NCAA football, a lifetime of opportunity.
Can you pass the salt, Dad?